To hunt tomato hornworms. These are my chili peppers. We got green chilies on this side. See, they're getting decent. They're not quite where I want them, but fair to middling. This one's getting close. Getting close. Getting kind of close. That one's loaded. This one had a growth spurt and then flowered everywhere. And so I'm like, okay. And then, that's another one. Oh, these are the jalapenos. So I've got some good jalapenos coming. These are Jedi. These are Spitfire green chilies. That one's a Big Jim green chili here, this plant. And he looks a little different. He was from a nursery and he was much bigger than all mine. These are volunteer stone fruit, mostly peach, maybe some nectarine, maybe some plum if I get lucky, but usually the plum has a different leaf, and those are usually contaminated by the purple kiwi ornamental plum right there, so they don't make very good fruit. Anyway, back to my peppers. This is a lunchbox red. That gives me my sweetness when I make my mix. And there's getting to be quite a few of these on here. They're small. They're small yet, but they'll get bigger and they'll red out and they'll be really sweet. These are early. These were supposed to be early girls. These are looking a little bit more like a Cherokee purple. They got a little blush on them. But these are early girl tomatoes, and they're pretty dry, and they work pretty well with the salsa, and really good with a hot sauce. And I remember the name I was telling you guys I was gonna get this going on over here, and so these are the cayenne, and look how many there are now. I'm really getting a good lot of these cayenne, and of course next to them you're starting to see some of the reds popping in here. Are my where are you at? These are my Tabasco right next to it. So I did one cayenne, one Tabasco, one lunchbox orange, 5 green chilies because I use those for a lot of stuff, and 5 jalapenos. And for some reason, when you have tomatoes next to peppers, 9 times out of 10, that tomato hornworm's gonna go to the tomato. But for some reason, they've really been attracted to the pepper plants this year. So I come out every afternoon with my trusty dusty. What are these? These are Ace Hardware flower pruners, man. They're the best tomato hornworm killers on the planet. And so this time of day, there's one. Oh, there's a little guy. Where am I at? Right here. So here's my tomato hornworm. There he is. So these little guys, they will wipe out half your plant. They'll leave nothing but stems. And so what you have to do to get them is you have to chop their head and then pull them off. And then I give them a bash or two on there. There you go. That's the first one. I usually get 3 or 4 a day. I actually come out in the evening. I'll see if I can find you. Here's some damage. It's like this. It'll strip a leaf. This one I did not prune this. This is what the critters did. I mean, I pruned here and here, but they stripped the leaves. And that's my first indicator. I'll say, oh look, the leaves are depleted here, and my Tabasco is running away and hiding from the tomato vines. I ought to wrap these up I gotta circle them around or something. I don't know, but they're doing fine, so I'm not missing them. Anything else over here that's interesting? Look at these. These are gonna make some really fine hot sauce. But I don't see any more hornworms. Tomato hornworm. This, by the way, that's sunburn. This pepper won't be as good as the others. It'll struggle the whole time, and then it won't make, the walls won't be thick or fat. And so once you roast it and then peel it, there's not much to them. And that happens with quite a few of them. But these, look, that one got bird peck. That must mean it's close to ready. But these that aren't sunburned, they'll do significantly better. Look, see this? That's bug damage. So I'll start looking for stripped limbs, which I'm not seeing, so I'm